Okay. Hi, I'm Catherine
And I'm Lynn, and we are a coffee break.
with Cat and Mom. Welcome back to our podcast. Today is episode 33, I think, or episode 34. Wow.
I lost count. We're so excited.
Yeah, and it's really weird because we don't have a mic in our hands this time, and we're not driving. Yeah, we have our mugs.
Woo. It's we already drank the coffee, so it's water.
Yeah. And then I have my electrolytes because I did a long workout today and I'm extremely dehydrated.
Sticker.
Bryce put it there, Thomas Apple. But we are in a different setting because today's episode we are talking about feminine energy and how to tap into that. We're going to talk about Marilyn Monroe, and then we also have some questions that we'll answer. I always put her on the spot with these questions. But first, we will do our week in review. So if you want to go first. And while we were doing this, totally forgot to say this, I clearly don't have any makeup on, so I'm looking a little rough. So we're going to do our makeup while we talk about this. That's why we don't have a mic in our hands. So it feels a little weird and it's a little different, but...
Okay. That was a lot.
I'm going to use her makeup, so...
And she just used a ton. So.
Because we're talking about feminine energy and we're going to talk about makeup.
So then that's why she's using a ton.
Yeah. Anyways, your week in review.
Well, I think it was today. That was the most exciting thing. I went shopping for furniture. So it was very exciting. On Tuesday, so in 3 days, 3 days from now, I'm going to have a bed.
And my birthday's in 3 days too, by the way.
Yes, it's the day of your birthday. So it's a gift for me too. Gift of you being 21. Mm-hmm. And I'm getting a bed. I'm so excited. So a bed and all the furniture in the the bedroom and living room and something for the kitchen. So we were there for 4 hours today. And your sister was like amazingly nice and patient, but it takes a while. I mean, when you come in, usually you go in for like one room, but I went in for like 3 rooms. So it was got a very nice gentleman that helped us, and I got a good deal to get the delivery for free and installed and all that. So yeah. Anyway, that's my weekend review. It's very exciting.
My weekend review, again, literally just training. I say this every episode. I'm training for an Ironman November 1st. So today I was on the bike for 4 hours and then I went for a 2-mile run after. And my legs are not recovering very well right now. So it's a little different now that we're standing for this episode. And I wish it was the episode that we were sitting. So yeah. And because we're doing our makeup right now and we're talking about feminine energy, I wanted to bring up the fact that this guy one time, I did like a no makeup TikTok, like my no makeup routine. And this guy was like shitting on me, saying that like I just shouldn't wear makeup and stuff like that. Like if you're going to wear makeup, or if you're going to say no makeup look, just don't wear makeup. But like come out of my life. And so I just wanted to bring that up, that men always got something to say about women that wear makeup, and that we do it for the male gaze. Or that that's another thing that Greg Doucette said. The guy that I was like ranting about last episode about alpha males, whatever. Greg Doucette is a fitness influencer. He said that we wear makeup. We don't wear makeup for ourselves. We wear it for the male gaze or for other attention reasons. I just like doing makeup. I have a boyfriend of 5 years, so I can care less what a man thinks. So,
well, I'm single, but that's not why I do makeup. It's because I want to look good and feel good from myself. I
don't look good, feel good.
Yeah, I don't put that much to go to work, but just a little bit so I don't look tired and just, I don't know, what the hell is this thing? I mean,
I don't know. A lot of guys think that way.
We just want to be a little bit
for like other people, not for ourselves. But
no,
I personally, it's like very relaxing to do makeup.
Well, I don't wear as much makeup as, let's say, you do, in a sense that when I go to work real quick in the morning, I have something in my eye as I'm talking. But I really love this brand that I just found. It's free promo here, but it's called OG.
I love it, yeah.
And it's organic, and I just love it. And it's just like a 3-stick thing, like, what's it called? The contour,
blush, and then highlight.
Yeah, and I just wear this, and you can wear it on your eyes. So that's all I do to go to work, and I put mascara. I'll do my eyebrows sometimes, but as if I feel like it.
I don't really have eyebrows. I don't know if you can
so you have
tell.
To do it.
But
So you
yeah,
have to do it. But I do it because, you know, like when I look at myself in the mirror, say I have to go to the bathroom during work and I look at myself in the mirror, I'm just like, okay, still look decent, right? I'm seeing patients. So
Yeah.
just want to look kind of, I don't know. I don't do it for
male gaze.
Yeah, the male gaze. What the heck?
Yeah, we're lying when we say we do it for ourselves, apparently, because he knows what goes on in our head.
I think this guy needs to stop.
I just wanted to add that in because we are doing our makeup right now, and I thought that it fit the theme.
Right.
And then because we are called the Coffee Break, we do a coffee review every single episode to promote small businesses. This week we went to Modern Rose. There is a location in Boca and Delray, I believe. And it is perfect for this episode because we're talking about feminine energy, and it is very floral. Like there's so many like flower designs inside.
It's very feminine.
Yeah, and all their drinks kind of match that theme too, like the names of them and everything. We got matcha. We've been really on our matcha grind. Like I said, we should probably switch this episode's name to matcha review.
Yeah, but I know, but I kind of always like the same kind of matcha. I mean, even if I try some other stuff, and that's not true. I did try some vanilla in my matcha with the raspberry foam. No, strawberry cold foam, whatever it's called. Whatever what you make me drink. But I had a little bit of vanilla in it, and it was, instead of having the sweet, like half and half sweet, it was unbelievable. It was really good. It was really good.
But go check out Modern Rose if you are near the area, because they also have great food and small bites and stuff. You can do private parties there. I know a girl that had her birthday party there, and it was beautiful. And I believe they also have like alcoholic drinks. So that would be a fun. Well, yeah, I'm turning 21, so not that I haven't.
Yeah, and she really wants to go have a drink on Monday night because her birthday's Tuesday at 12, and there's not.
And have my first drink. My first
official drink.
Yeah.
Let's have a first drink. Yeah, okay. Like you have martinis here. Okay, well, we're also Canadian, so she's been drinking since she was 18. Bad mom here, whatever. You can say whatever you want. But anyway, she's also a college student. I'm not dumb.
It's going to be my first drink ever. No lie.
Lie.
But I need that brush. Oh, wait, no, I don't. It's all right.
Because this is my brush.
Yeah. But we're gonna
don't judge my makeup because I'm not as good as everybody else who do makeup.
I mean, don't judge me either. This is like a Sheen brush. Oh, I probably should.
No, I'm that.
This is a very old brush, so that's why it's a Sheen brush. Anyway, moving on. We are going to dive into our topic. We're going to be talking about feminine energy. Fun fact: we actually filmed an episode like this, and none of the audio picked up, so we had to film the morning of the podcast. Supposed to be like released that day.
Yeah, it was something else.
And we just decided to switch the topic, and now we're finally circling back to it. It was a great episode too.
It was.
So we're going to talk about that today.
It turned out so well. I wasn't sure about what we were doing, talking about, and whatnot. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is.
We got into it. We got into a good conversation. So
you freaked out that morning.
I did. I was.
No, that night. That was that night that you.
I was like, nothing saved.
It was terrible. It was terrible. Yeah,
and we had plans that day too.
Yeah.
But we're just going to dive into it. First, we're going to define feminine energy, which I have pulled up. So feminine energy isn't about being weak or passive. It's about being in tune with your intuition, empathy, creativity, softness, and inner confidence. Everyone has both masculine and feminine energy, and it's about the balance. Common misconception is feminine energy equals being submissive or overly emotional, which is very true. Yeah. Women are seen as just emotional people. And I don't think it's seen as a negative thing, but I do not think that it's negative.
I've known more men now that actually show more of emotions than before. I would say, before, years ago, I think, we're talking years and years ago. Like your grandpa, born in 1930. Yeah. I think that men crying was not something that you...
No, it was looked down upon, and it was also meant to
like being weak or something. Yeah. And I just think that now men are... go for it. If you're emotional, shit, go.
That's completely okay. It is Men's Mental Health Awareness Month, actually. So
June?
If you need help speak out, it's not seen as you're not seen as any less because you're getting help or you need help. No. A lot of men keep that to themselves. And a lot of men are struggling with it, and it's not, you're not alone in it. So I think
because men have emotion as much as women. We're all human. Yes, maybe we're a little bit more
We act more on emotion.
emotional. Well, so some of us are moms, so there's a lot of emotion there too. But I love when you see like those things on social media and the dads, they see their new baby and they, and they cry. I just love it because that's totally shit. You should.
No, it's normal. Like you never see like people saying like they've only seen their dad cry like once, or they've never seen their dad.
I've only seen my dad cry twice. Literally,
okay.
Oh, sorry. I will say, well, maybe 3 times. Well, because when you guys were born, obviously he had tears in his eyes. But when I got married, that was one thing. But before that, when his mom died, and that was it. It's the only time I saw my dad cry. To be honest,
it's but the thing about feminine energy is it's not just women who have feminine energy. It's just kind of like not like a lifestyle, but it's a characteristic that we all have. Some people just have more of it. Yeah.
I guess I did not know that the definition for me, if you say that.
I mean, there's different, you can like define it in many different ways.
But if you would say that to me, I thought it was like not just being feminine, but your whole confidence level, the way you portray yourself in public or at home or things like that. I mean, that's how but thank you for the definition, because I guess I didn't know it, but yeah. That's
when it ties into like Marilyn Monroe and her feminine energy. When she walked into a room, she could, what's the word? She had a
aura.
No, an aura. Yeah, she did.
Yeah.
But like she was like a different person.
Oh yeah, she was Marilyn Monroe, and she was in a room full of people.
And then next, how I see it is feminine energy would balance like masculine energy. Well, feminine's like more emotional and just like softer. Masculine, I guess, is seen as sometimes more like logical or like more like control. I guess, and I mean, we all possess.
Well, I think because that's what I just said earlier. Like men used to be viewed as only like the woman had, I don't want to say the female, the woman had the emotional part, and they had to be like the strong person that don't cry or this and that. And I'm not saying that, I mean, I actually would love to see this masculinity in men be revived. I like men that are
there's like good aspects to it, but then also like allowing yourself to also
have emotions. Yeah, you can have emotions, and even if you're manly men, you could be like a lumberjack and still cry watching a movie.
That's such a stereotype.
Well, it is a stereotype. Yeah. It's like a manly man, It's just, I don't know. Like I preferably rather go towards a man that's like that than a man that's more feminine in qualities things, not being emotionally. Like, I don't know. If you can cry, I'm sorry, that's not going to work for me. Like, you gotta be able to cry.
Yeah,
because I cry all the time.
I mean, when I walked down the
aisle all the time.
When I walked down the aisle, my boyfriend better cry, or I guess my husband. He better cry. Yeah, he better have tears coming down his face. But
I don't know if your dad cried, but oh well, I can't remember. I was crying, so that's what was going on. Oh, great! My pen is done too. Nice.
Another thing about feminine energy is. It thrives in like the slowness of life, or like I guess feminine energy appreciates like the journaling,
every moment,
a coffee break. It's just like a slower vibe or energy. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
I don't know if I'm
which is what we're doing.
Yeah. Or like we romanticize. That's the word. We romanticize like the little things. So, like waking up early to go on like a morning walk and then have a coffee on like the patio, or doing our makeup. Like that's something.
Well,
that
some guys like to do that.
Or like going to like a bookstore. No, exactly, and that's not like it doesn't pertain to like one gender or the other. It's just like an energy. And then this all ties into Marilyn Monroe because she's literally the definition of this feminine energy that you like feel. You literally can feel. So I have some facts about her. Her name is Norma Jean Mortensen. Her childhood was very rough, moving from foster home to foster home.
I did not know that. Wow.
And she was stereotyped as like just like a dumb blonde, like a ditzy blonde. But she had an IQ of 168, loved poetry, literature, and even owned over 400 books.
Wow.
Yeah. So she
was very intelligent. Yeah.
Yeah. And she crafted her image intentionally. The voice, the walk, the look, or persona she stepped into for success. So what was it? She was in somebody that she knew was in an interview, and they were with her, and she was like, nobody's really noticing her. And then she was like, do you want to see something cool? And she all of a sudden just like snapped into this persona, Marilyn Monroe. Like, she's no longer Norma Jean, she was Marilyn Monroe. And all of a sudden everybody started turning their heads and noticing her. So she like just was able to like snap into it, which I think is crazy. And also, she once said, a wise girl knows her limits, a smart girl knows she has none.
She has none?
Yeah, period. So...
Well, I think, you say it's crazy, but, so a lot of people are not comfortable. Like, this is a camera, but, doing this in front of a lot of people, I would not be comfortable.
No.
So maybe I would have to have like an idea that I'm not me, that I'm me, but, I have a persona. Just like being like, I don't know what name I would give myself, but anyway.
Mom.
It's not fun.
No, that is definitely something that I would personally like to work on as well. Having just that confidence, or learning that confidence. Because I don't even think that like really ties into just feminine or masculine energy. I think that's just like learning to be confident. And like, I can't go in front of a crowd and public speak without like freaking out. Again, I can do it in front of a camera, but the second you put me in front of like 20 people to give a presentation, my confidence just goes away. But even like the best speakers get, what's the word? They get like anxiety. They're just able to like have this persona where they like give off this confidence and speak very well, even when like under pressure.
I have met a person in a chiropractic conference that's what he's doing. That he was not a chiropractor, but that was his job that weekend, is to help us talk to not necessarily a big crowd, but I need to explain like a treatment plan of care, whatever, to like a patient, two patients or something. Sometimes it's a family together, and even that. I mean, I know my stuff, right? I know what I'm doing. I love what I'm doing, and I'm in front of these people, and I'm like, holy cow! I need, you need to be right on top of things, comfortable with what you're saying. And that's what he was doing. And he explained to us that when he was younger, he could not even speak in front of his family. Like, it was something that he was just completely dead afraid. And this whole thing of picture people naked. Yeah. And then you're in front of them. And then sometimes he's like, I've had that, what did he say? He said that he had this thing that somebody told him this, and he's like, now I'm in front of people, and I'm like, ew, I don't want to see these people naked. So that didn't work so well for him. But now he is like known everywhere, and he is asked to do speech, everywhere in big companies and big associations like chiropractic associations. Anyway, so it is something that's not easy.
It's what the biggest fear. People would rather die than public speak.
He said that that's number 2 and number 3. Number 1 is being in a fire, dying in a fire. Then 1 is drowning, and then it's public speaking.
Wow.
Something of the sort, like the top 3.
Yeah.
It's not number 1, but it's 2 or 3.
That's crazy though. That like people put that over like just other fears that it should be more
Your
like
life. Yeah.
Yeah. But I would definitely say it's one of my biggest fears. Like, I have gone out of my way to make sure I don't have to do like a speech in a class and stuff like that.
Absolutely.
Like, when COVID happened, I switched to online speech. So that senior year, if we went back to in person, I wouldn't have to do speech in person. Like, that's just how bad it was. But I'm realizing as a finance major, it does smell very good. I'm realizing as a finance major, I need to just get over it. Like,
but you wouldn't speak in front of a ton of people. It would be like a client in front of you.
I mean, yeah, but
if I speak to corporations,
if I eventually want to work my way up to like CFO, I'm going to need to be able to like manage a group of people or share ideas at a meeting with like 15 other people.
It's true.
And so I need to get over it. But that was just a little side note because
You've done some on like Zoom and stuff, right?
yeah, and that's fine. Like I can speak to a camera. I just the second that I'm like there physically, I freak out a little bit.
Come into a complete sweat mess.
Oh yeah, like
And I have to go to the bathroom.
yeah.
I don't use it, so I have
Next,
to go buy another one.
we are going to talk about tips for tapping into your feminine energy because it's something that I also would like to work on. Just with like when I walk into a room, I'd like to like have that confidence, and I want people not just like for attention, but like for myself and my own confidence and
Own the room.
yeah.
Yeah.
And again, like a misconception is going to be like I want attention, but
Well, that's the thing. Like people are like, look at her. Like she thinks she's bigger than everybody, or better than everyone. And actually, I mean, I would say at your age, maybe that's how I would have thought about it. I'm still people my age would think that way, but now I actually knowing that I'm working on this myself, I'm just like, you go, girl. Like you own it. And some of them are a little full of themselves, and yeah, but I would say most of them, it's actually they do work on it, and to get there, it takes a lot to walk in, and whether you're alone or with somebody else or a group of people, and you own it, and you look beautiful, and just want it.
even with like just having
Not just the body, I'm just saying the whole personality.
like, and even just having like what's the word, like an idea when you're with a group of people, like having that confidence to just like say what's on your mind and not like hold your thoughts back. But now I'll share the tips. So first, romanticize your routine. Play music while you get ready, make your coffee like it's a cafe order. I love doing that. Wear perfume for yourself. So like having this like time to do makeup, I like romanticize it. It's just like a peaceful thing. Like I have fun with it. I do my same makeup routine every time. Like I rarely switch it around, and that's just something that makes me feel confident. Mm-hmm. Next, move your body intuitively. Slow walk, stretching, dancing in the kitchen. I actually did this once when I was living at the condo that we have in West Palm. Yeah, buy it, please. We say this like every episode because it's still for sale.
That's going to be like the biggest news when we sell this damn thing.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
I was literally living there alone for a month because I was supposed to go to the Bahamas with my roommate, and that never happened.
And there's a storm.
Yeah. And I put on One Direction because I was literally going insane just living there alone, and I danced to One Direction alone.
Why not?
It was great.
I remember in the big house that we owned, we had this 3-season porch. Do you remember? I put like very loud music. Your dad came out. He's like, "What is going on?" And we were all dancing around. There was a couch and there was a table. We were dancing around it.
Yeah,
I will always remember. And we were,
and that happened on the 4th of July too.
Yeah.
And then slow walks. I love walks. Mm-hmm. Walks after I eat. In the morning, my boyfriend and I go on walks. Well, we used to go on a lot of walks.
They're a little old-fashioned couple. They're a really old couple. I used to walk all the time with my dad. Especially after dinner, when I was done figure skating. But yeah.
Next, rest without guilt. Feminine energy isn't rushed. Take baths, read, lay in bed. I'm big on taking the bubble baths and getting a robe, or doing like a whole little spa day, or what's the word, like a self-care day. Mm-hmm. So buy a face mask, get your bath bomb, and get a robe, because a robe is the best. When you get in your little robe, you like literally feel like
have to disconnect. Since we moved here, I went on a trip. We're going on a trip next weekend. It's been, my mom is here helping. Thank God. We have food ready. I feel like I'm a kid again. Well, I'm a kid, but I'm just saying, like, I'm a mom. I own this place, and I come home for lunch, and my lunch is ready. It's just like unbelievable. But like I haven't connected just yet. Like I have this, you can't see it, but this bathroom is ginormous. And
it's a big bath
right there. And I haven't, like stepped in it. I need to buy bubbles. Like not the cheap bubble bath, like the good bubble bath. Like I haven't even stepped in it yet. And like, I need to really connect to all this you just talked about.
Yeah. So if you need just a rest, go take an off day And, or like, even if you work, just take the night to yourself. Don't feel pressure to say yes to plans or anything. And just, or cancel plans, and because your rest matters. So be okay with saying no to plans. Next is embrace softness. So, I don't know if you're like religious or spiritual, maybe tap into that. We're Christians, so when I need to, like, I don't know, find confidence, I need to read my Bible more, but there's that. Or be open and gentle with yourself. Your routine, but romanticize the little things. So again, like the bubble baths, but like flowers, I know that's always seen as like feminine, but it is like nature is very beautiful, and nature is already seen as feminine because it's so like beautiful and it's romanticized.
And you don't need that. I mean, you're saying this and stuff, but men love to have a very like nice, fresh cut lawn and trim, the flowers and bushes and stuff like that and trees. That's not just women.
Yeah.
That's men too, that they think that's very important. I think it's very important. Actually, I just walked outside for the first time of my place today because they do mow here for you and take care of all the lawn. But I didn't even know what flowers we had, like what kind of plants we had and whatnot. And we have a ton of little bunnies that are trying to make their little nest in our flower beds. But it's just beautiful. And I saw like the ones like, next to us different and things like that. And yeah, I like that, but it's not just women, like men do like this too.
And that's another thing is, I saw this quote and it was, men get, like a bouquet of flowers for the first time at their funeral.
Oh my God.
I know.
Shit.
Yeah. So start getting your men flowers.
I don't even wait. I get my own damn flowers. And if you have a Trader Joe's close to you, go get them. They're cheap, beautiful, and they last for like 2 weeks with the little food thingy.
Also, side note, this is like $5 at like wherever, like literally this mascara is everywhere. $5, and it's the best. I always use it. I don't even know if it's good for my lashes, but they make them look long as forever.
I would say the best one is the one that's called They're Real. Like they are real. They're real. It's like black with yellow, orange writing. I think it's.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Where are you going?
Getting a Kleenex.
Oh. And then last, I would say, like the Marilyn Monroe, learn to find that confidence, and it's going to take time not to like care about the judgment of others. It's really a process. I think I'm already getting there. Like at 20, I turned 21 in a couple days. But I'm going to just say 21 years old, I'm already like not really giving a shit what people think. Because we literally have one
in 54 hours.
In 54 hours, yes. We literally have one life here, and like, it's really just not going to matter.
That's pretty amazing that you're thinking that way at your age, because I'm thinking that way now. And although I said it when I was in my 20s, it's just, it's one life to live. Let's do it, whatever. I never really made it like a concept, and apply it if you want to. I don't think I've ever did until like now, a little bit more so. But wear the nice lingerie you freaking bought, and you don't know when you're gonna wear it. Wear that, Oh my gosh, I have like she said the robe like a robe set with like a little nightgown. Why am I keeping this wear it?
I
brought it to Cabo, and my friends were like, "Oh my gosh, so cute!" I'm like, I know, right? I've had this for like I think 20 years, and I never wore it. Why?
Right, like I wear a cute little matching set for myself because I like how it looks. I just love little matching PJ sets.
Yes, you do. We have a couple that matches each other. Yeah.
Now last we have
a cat crying outside the door. Yeah. I think she wants some makeup too.
Lastly, I'm going to do some.
Let me open the door. I think she's going to come.
Yeah. Which cat is it?
The only girl cat we have.
Daphne.
Come on, baby. Nope. She's like, nope. Just wanted to see what was going on.
I have some misconceptions and stereotypes of feminine energy, and again, it's not gendered. We all have feminine and masculine energy. It's just like women are seen as more emotional. So society has labeled feminine energy as purely emotional, as if having emotions is irrational, unstable, or a disadvantage. The idea implies that people who lead with feminine traits are reactive rather than logical or strategic. You see this all the time, and it's seen as so negative. The truth is embracing your emotions is not the opposite of thinking logically. Emotional intelligence is one of the most valuable forms of intelligence, and it gives you the ability to understand yourself, understand others, make thoughtful, compassionate decisions, and also I don't know if you guys know what an empath is. Just means that when somebody feels something, you also feel that emotion too. And empathy. I think that
it's empathy.
Yeah. But being an empath is you just take on that emotion. Okay. So yeah, no, I don't think that thinking emotionally or more emotionally means that you're not thinking logically as well. I think you're still thinking, and you're taking an account your emotion as well as other people's emotions.
You can be a badass woman or a badass man and still have emotion.
Yeah, and then also at least
you need to work on when and when not. I don't want to say to show it, but to let it out. Does that make sense? You're in the middle of a huge freaking presentation. You're a badass businesswoman. You're going to go and close that deal. You want to cry, laugh, whatever you want to do afterwards. Before, go for it. You walked in that room, you own this shit.
Yeah.
This is how I say. The only time I have a hard time, and I think you are like that too, for sure. Your older sister Isabella is, and I think Amelia is showing that too. But I know for myself for a fact that if I am mad and I'm getting so upset, there's no more. And I'm getting so upset, I sometimes start crying, and it's not because I'm going to use that too.
It smells like marshmallows.
Oh, it's not because I'm hurt or I'm I'm sad or whatever, emotional. It's an emotion that when I'm so pissed off, I will cry.
Yeah.
And it just pisses me more off. So then I cry. I mean, it's like
I don't do that though.
When your sister is like this too. Well, when we're on our periods, we do this. That's hormonal shit. But, and then when I'm done crying, it's like, watch out. Now I'm just like, yeah, I'm coming out. Whoa, that was a big spray. Whoa!
We got the kitty.
The only female cat we have.
Yeah.
Do you want some makeup? No, she's like, I want food.
And then also on top of that, feminine energy doesn't just not have logic. We don't only think emotional, we also think logically. True feminine energy isn't chaos crying. It's reflective, wise, and strategic. It's understanding when to pause, listen, feel, and then act. So if we get angry about something, or something with more feminine energy gets angry, it's because they care so deeply, usually.
Yeah,
I'm not saying that everybody we just care so much. And that's not a bad thing that we care.
No.
We care about you, and we also care about ourselves. So I don't see.
I sometimes cry for, and I'm not, this is going to be seen, I think, emotional, feminine things. Oh, girls cry. And that's what we're trying to differentiate here is that doesn't mean we're always crying. That doesn't mean that's why women cry. I'm a person that, like I said, I think I'm pretty hard-headed, and I can focus and do things and be, I'm hard ass. Mm-hmm. But also I can see a puppy and freaking cry, So that doesn't. It is totally different things.
But we also feel all emotions. Higher. It's not just anger and sadness.
No.
I think that's also another stereotype is we're just always crying.
No, but I'm proud of something that might make me cry. I don't know. So, could be scared. I could be crying.
Right.
What was that smile?
No, I'm just annoyed by the stereotypes.
Yes. Too. Damn it.
But now I have some questions that we are going to answer. Where's the questions?
Our questions. I'm going to come up one of those episodes. I am going to ask you guys to have a list of questions for me to ask her. All sorts of questions. Random.
Maybe we'll do that for Nashville, because next weekend we're going to be in Nashville for my birthday and my cousin's bachelorette. Also, go watch our last episode because it was my mom's 50th birthday. So
it was not planned. I did not know, and she had 50 questions.
Yeah, a lot. It wasn't 50.
It felt like it.
But this is for both of us. When do you personally feel most connected to your feminine energy?
When?
Yeah.
When I put makeup on, I guess, and I am getting ready for when I feel, sometimes you go somewhere and you don't feel ready, but you just put your cap on and you walk in and like, I'm going to own this shit. I guess like that. Does that make sense?
Mine is like a girls' night out when we all like get ready together.
Mm-hmm. Like right now.
We got our like music playing. Yeah, right now. This is just such a feminine thing, doing our makeup together and talking about like feminine shit.
For that.
Oh, this?
Yeah.
That's mine.
I know. I was looking to use it.
Next, I'm just going to lead off of that. When I'm doing my makeup with the girls and we go out for like a girly dinner and some drinks, that's when I feel the most feminine energy because we're all confident, we're all hyping each other up, and we're doing our makeup not for the male gaze. We're doing it because it's fun.
And we want to look good for ourselves. Because it makes you feel good. It gives you confidence. I think it's a boost of energy, and I don't know. Go for it.
I still need to do my hair, but we're not going to do it on this podcast episode.
Keeping the ponytail.
Who was the first female icon you remember looking up to and why?
Oh crap, that's a hard one.
I know. I need to stop putting myself on the spot.
I mean, I grew up and it was Madonna, and I think although she was an icon of a lot of things, not the right role model.
As a young teen.
Yeah, it's just not a good idea.
Right now, mine is Alona Mayer. She's a rugby player. She played at the Olympics, and she has really changed. Like, that's another stereotype. Like, women need to be like skinny and petite. And I've been an athlete growing up. I've always had like the Dorito back from swimming, and I couldn't like zip up my shirts or my dresses because my back is too big. And she like helped a lot of women embrace their athletic bodies. So, and she's actually just at Miami Swim Week, strutting down the runway with a bikini on. And she's extremely athletic and strong.
Didn't she do Dancing with the Stars?
Yes, and she also did Dancing with the Stars and placed second.
I had a hard time growing up. I had pretty muscular thighs and legs, and I had because figure skating, and I had a hard time wearing clothes, and that's why I think my aunt was, pretty athletic, and I just I always like to see this. But
how do you think women are judged differently when expressing assertiveness?
I think men see this as very, they're scared because not all male. I think some of them really like when a woman can, I think your dad always supported me or appreciated when I just own it, put my foot down and do my thing. But a lot of men, I think, are scared of women like this, and then they react like complete pigs and assholes.
Yeah, but they think that, like, I don't know, making fun of you or putting you down is going to, like, make them feel better about it. Or,
unfortunately. Yeah. But if I see a woman, doing that like a man, like I would be, not supporting that woman. But if I see a woman walk in a room and just doing this, and her feminine energy is, like, out, and she doesn't even care about, like, whether it's in a good way or in a bad way, people looking at her and stuff, I appreciate that. Go for it, girl. Yeah, because I don't know. I
think men can feel, what's the word, like
inferior.
Yeah,
inferior.
Or threatened by it.
Yes, threatened. That's what it is. Yeah.
Not all men, but again, like, this is just something that I've observed,
and it's something that I actually mentioned that in a couple of episodes ago. Is like, it's one thing, like a guy, if you have a very good partner and that's somebody that maybe I would like to meet one day, it's like, I know you can do it, I know you can go and mow the lawn, but you know what, I want to do this for you, let me do it for you. But I know you can, but let me do. It's maybe not the best example, but you know what I'm saying. Like, he's going to do it, but he knows damn well you can.
Yeah,
I like that. Good.
Do you think femininity is misunderstood in social media culture today?
Absolutely.
Yeah. That's like another thing with the misconceptions.
Yep.
Along with like body stereotypes too. Like, we're just, like I said, the alpha male podcasters, that go check out that episode. And then this fitness influencer who a lot of men look up to is saying all this stuff that, like, don't ask a woman for her opinion. She doesn't know what she wants. Like, most women do know what they want. Trust me.
Men don't even know what they want.
Yeah.
He doesn't know what he wants if he said that. Like, Jesus. Sorry.
It's just crap. It's just wild. The misconceptions that are out there. Or how it's like completely like normalized for men to like think this about.
You're a
like,
woman, therefore you shouldn't be talking. You need to look good and just be by myself.
Sit there and look good.
Like, dude.
Or I want a wife, or like women should just be like having babies and like staying at home.
No,
like
that's what I like to see when I'm with you guys. I have 3 beautiful daughters, and one is much younger than the other 2, and we can sit at a table at dinner, or even whether it's a restaurant here at home, and we can all have a wonderful conversation. And even your sister is 11, to interact. And obviously she's not your typical 11-year-old because she grew up with teenagers and now young adults, but she can hold a conversation, and she could, and if you go do that in the world, go. You should never stop doing this. Screw the guy that doesn't want to listen to it and says you're a dumbass, then he needs to scooch away.
I guess this kind of has to do with it. Have you ever felt like you had to tone down your feminine side to be taken seriously? Yes. I felt that way, but I don't think I've ever, I actually most definitely have toned down. When I did my internship, I had to do a speech in front of a whole hockey team of men who,
they're hockey players. That's just...
Yeah, and there's stereotypes, obviously, about hockey players as well. And I was a little bit nervous, but I knew that, not putting them down, but I had a degree, I had the knowledge, or I don't have a degree yet, but I am studying in finance, and I was speaking to them about financial literacy.
To put them up.
Yes, and so I kind of just had to remind myself that I'm the expert in this situation, and to not put myself down because.
And it was great because you acknowledged them, you made them laugh, you put them on the spot in a good way, and then at the same time say, "But dude, I know my shit, so you need to listen to what I have to say." Yeah.
I definitely did. I proved the fact that men are objectify women, because I made a joke about how men watch Wolf of Wall Street for Margot Robbie, and I had multiple men raise their hand and laugh, and I was like, all right, you're a piece of shit. But she's beautiful, don't get me wrong.
She's gorgeous. Which is okay. It's fine. I hope some of them actually like the movie for what to do and not to do in the finance world. But
yeah. I guess this has to do with you. Has age or motherhood changed how you view your feminine side?
Absolutely.
I feel like, did you feel like you were more tapped into your feminine side when you gave birth?
Giving birth kind of opens you up. I guess, like I said, when I was your age, it was more like I was not as aware as you are right now, or as I am now, but I'm also 50 years old. But I hate that number. It was more like I was more, superficial, like feminine energy. It's like you need to look pretty, and you need to put your makeup on, you have your pretty skirts, this and this. However, I really like women, even back then, that could wear a nice suit.
Oh, women in a pantsuit
I've always thought, and that I grew up being dressed very preppy and nice like that because of my dad, and not this one. And but having said that, I would say when I had you, that's when you or your sister, when you become a mom, it just and I was nursing and stuff, a whole different view of feminine energy, and oh my gosh, this baby is surviving because of me, so it's it is crazy. It is crazy. So that changed a lot. And then raising 3 girls, and even though we really wanted to have Amelia being a boy, and she just my 3rd girl, I realized that I would have not known what to do because I had 2 girls. Yeah. I would have not known what to do. And that you guys, as much as we can say, okay, I've always dressed them, especially you and Isabella, matching and the bow and the this and the that. And then you guys still went out and played in the mud and dust and whatever. We have a picture of her doing chalk outside, and she decided she was a Smurf. So she actually put blue chalk all over her face, and we have pictures of this, and she is covered and stuff. And it was great.
That's another thing. Yeah. Just the misconception of girls, younger girls, the pink, and there's a lot of stereotypical girl clothes, baby shirts too, the stuff that's said on it versus guys or little boys shirts and stuff. And my sister and I were outside making mud pies, and we were playing in the creek, and I was fishing with my dad. My dad and I would go fishing.
I did that too when I was younger.
Almost every weekend. We would go morel mushroom hunting. And we
It was
would
not
shoot.
always like the pretty girl stuff.
Yeah, we did archery for a period of time, and we were shooting BB guns in our backyard, and we had our own bow and arrows. So like, it's not, and I'm sure like, boys too, like playing Barbies. I had a friend who was playing Barbies with my little sister, and
Yeah, you guys were babysitting her, and
he was like, he was having a great time entertaining my sister too. So.
I mean, it was never played with Barbies. He was like, shit.
Yeah,
what do we do with this? Oh my gosh, let's put this outfit on.
It was hilarious to watch.
And she was very tiny at that time. It was just like, okay, so which dress are we putting on this one? Like let's put this purple one, whatever.
Yeah.
It was cute too. But at the same time, I'm very glad that my kids, especially the oldest two, I mean, they can F you up.
Oh yeah. Again, we did a couple lessons of jiu-jitsu. I did boxing,
and yeah. So it's also like I want you guys to go in the world confident and own it and stuff and being this beautiful girl. But if you mess with me, then yeah.
And then now we'll say some things that we kind of, because I mean, we're not perfect. There's a lot of stuff that I think I still need to work on, which would be my public speaking and my confidence around people I don't really know. I seem to like kind of
I need to be more confident in myself. I'm working on it, even at 50 years old, to walk into.
I want the Marilyn Monroe like aura. I want that.
I work in an environment that there's mostly women assistant, but like the owners, the providers, the whatever, most of them are men. I will say 95%.
Yeah, and
they like to somehow kind of, I don't want to say put you down, but kind of
make sure you know that they're superior.
Yes. But then in a group of, situation, like with a patient and stuff, all of a sudden I'm like, I'm amazing. Like I've been doing this for 25 years and blah, 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 blah. And then next thing you know, this little here and there that I'm new to this position. I mean, in this office. So I'm learning to when I'll be able to say like, okay, enough is enough. Like,
yeah. But there's just comments that don't need to be made that a lot of women have to put up with in the work field. And I'll have to deal with
because you're in a position of control.
Yeah,
it's really hard for some men.
It's really not that long ago that women started getting their rights and women were allowed to work. Mm-hmm. Like it's kind of scary and sad how it was actually pretty recent. So I think
put makeup on my black dress. It's not cool. Not cool.
But I hope you guys enjoy this episode. And if you guys like watching us do our makeup, we'll definitely do more.
They probably don't like watching me putting makeup. I suck at it.
Me too.
Like I stopped like way before you. But that's another
thing is if you like have fun doing it, you like the way you look, that's all that matters.
But please, if somebody says like you shouldn't be doing this, Mom, do something else with your makeup, please.
I mean, let us know if you have any makeup tips too, because I definitely can improve. I've been slowly improving over the years because I had 2 roommates who did like full face of makeup and they were amazing at it, and I'd watch them do it and then take some of those techniques and then do it too, or watching
I think you
Get Ready With Me.
You and Bella taught me some techniques. Even your sister Bella, I mean, she's going to be on this dang podcast next weekend. She will have no choice. She was very honest that she has, and she's like, fine, we'll see, but I haven't watched one. She's a little shit. But anyway, she is amazing at doing natural makeup. Mm-hmm.
It's like very glossy.
She doesn't have makeup, but she has makeup. Mm-hmm. But when she doesn't have makeup, you see the difference.
Yeah.
See, I don't know how she does that. It's pretty freaking amazing. And she's helping your baby sister who should not have wearing makeup, but oh well.
Yeah.
That will change when school starts.
Yeah, it's all right. She's just growing up with 2 older sisters, so it's kind of like a different type of playtime for her. Like I'm still playing with Barbies right now.
When did you say? Well, the thing is,
or Monster High dolls.
She still has. I mean, we still have the American Girl doll stuff, but she doesn't really want to play with them. She loves to play with animals. Like she loves to play with horses and stuff like that. But we had kept all the Barbies to move here, and we were all sad when she said, "I'm done with it." Thing is, she was homeschooled the past year and being stuck with adults. I think that she grew 5 years in 1 year, But it's okay. I mean, it was less to put away. So
yeah, true.
We had a ton of Barbies
to give away at Goodwill and stuff. Yeah. But if you guys like this kind of style video, we'll do more of it. Just let us know. And I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Go follow us on TikTok at @a_coffee_break, Instagram @a_coffee.break. Our podcast episodes are on pretty much every platform, but the video podcasts are on YouTube and Spotify. And podcast episodes are out every Sunday at 9 a.m. Eastern Time. And before we end every episode, we do a Would You Rather.
Oh my gosh, I didn't get
She
prepared.
forgot a Would You Rather.
Well, we need to say go to the coffee shop because it was really good.
Modern Rose, go check it out. It's very beautiful, very feminine.
Very feminine.
So,
talking about this, it was perfect.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. So would you rather have to put makeup every day of your life, but just the base, or to just do like full blown face every other day?
Every other day?
Yeah.
So every other day so the other days I wouldn't wear any makeup.
Yeah.
Well, I would do a base makeup every day.
But never ever do a
Full face makeup.
full face makeup.
No. I would do every other day.
Every other day.
Yeah.
You need to leave your skin a break anyways. You do that all the time.
Yeah. So I'll go with every other day. And the other days will be my skincare days where I'll take a little break.
And we would love to do like a little spa day with you guys, but we look like dumbasses when we have
We should definitely do a spa day. We'll do a bubble bath episode
with our bathing suit.
With our bathing suits, yeah. Hey, with a glass of wine.
Well, we could. This bath actually is a two-seater, so yeah, we could.
We could.
That would be so weird, but we're gonna show we have our swimsuit on.
Well, yeah, obviously. Or we'll do like a pool day episode because we have a pool here. We have a hot tub here. Maybe
I haven't been to the pool here yet. My kids have. My kids been to the beach and pool. I haven't been working.
And then also, I'm going to try to get a YouTube vlog out here in the next week. But then also, there'll be a Nashville vlog and a Nashville podcast. So that is something you got to look forward to.
Is
we might be
very well organized.
I want to do. It won't come out the Sunday that we're in Nashville. So not this next week. It'll be in 2 weeks because I want to get like the night before and the morning after. Because I'm trying to have a debrief of the night and just the whole trip in general.
It might
kind of like Disney.
It might come out on Monday or Tuesday instead of Sunday.
No, I mean like we'll film an episode this week, and then it'll come out the Sunday that we're in Nashville, and then we're in Nashville because I want to get the whole thing.
Because it's there. Like I said, there's stuff like my niece was not with me for my birthday, so she wants to have like a 50th birthday drink on Friday night. On Friday night. Saturday is completely Catherine's 21st birthday, so it's all about Catherine. She'll have a beautiful little wristlet that says 21 on it with a bunch of sparkles. And then on Sunday is the bachelorette party.
Yeah, for my cousin.
So outfits have been decided and this and that. So
that's another thing. Another feminine, like when I feel my most feminine energy is, well, again, we're going to be all getting ready as girls, but like just doing like a little girls trip. So fun.
That was awesome because I just did it with my friends, and that was to just actually. Are you saying this? I can't believe I didn't mention this. To just relax, and all I had to think was my coffee in the morning, a little bit of breakfast in my robe that I never wore, and I wore it the whole time I was there with my little nightgown, watching the ocean, and then you know what? I'm just gonna wear this bikini today, and that's all we did all day. And then we came back, and everybody's like, "What'd you bring?" I only brought dresses, so that was it. It was really easy. Hair up, just a bikini
and the water. Yeah, that's all.
That was it.
And a drink, and a foo drink.
More than one, but yes. That.
But that is all we have for today, and I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. We love you guys, and we will see you next week.
Bye.